How's it going, guys? What of course you'll be seeing today is some more Battlefield 4 footage. The footage of course you've been requesting, asking, claiming, and even craving. I don't know, I'll digress anyway. You guys have put in requests for more Battlefield 4 footage, so of course I'm going to try and provide it despite feeling burnt out on the game. But I got 21,000 mouths to feed, most of them come for Battlefield, so I'm not going to neglect that fact. I will post more Battlefield footage. That being said, I will throw in some 3, throw in some Destiny, and throw in, ideally, Borderlands when I get the chance to, and Counter-Strike. So I've got a lot on my plate. I've got a lot of variety. A lot of people asked for more variety on my channel, and beautifully enough, the second I actually end up getting variety, nobody wants variety anymore. So, anyway, here's the Battlefield 4 footage. I won't divulge deeply into that particular category of speaking, but we'll head back to this. This one here is a rush match. It's a Vode 311. It was a particularly half-decent match playing defense. I like playing as a sniper early on, and the reason why is because they're obviously coming to you. You control the particular engagement. You control the fact that they have to come to you to win the match, so they have to appear first unless they're just going to sit back and snipe. And I'm happy to pick them off as they lose. But I mean, you can't. Not all of them are going to sit back. So this one here, of course, you'll see I get a little bit aggressive here as I continually push up. Perhaps that wasn't the best of strategies, hindsight being 2020. Because they come to you, well, there I drop back a bit, but you stay back in this sort of medium area territory, even further back, and you basically pick off longer targets or targets that are aggressively pushing, spot them, let your teammates know they're there, so that way they can take the appropriate discourse in dispatching the main threat. What I like to do, like I was saying, or trying to say the last 3 times, is I like to sit back as a recon. You can take the more aggressive approach and basically push directly up to them in a sort of close quarters engagement combat. That's up to you. If that's your subjective playstyle, go nuts, go for it, have fun, rip them to shreds. For me, I think my best style, because I can do them all though, but my best style is to basically hang in the middle. It's the one I feel most comfortable with, and I can control the ebb flow and engagements nearly every match I ever play. You stay in this mid-range, you're doing your team a huge service, and you're also doing yourself a service, racking up kills, getting rid of stationary emplacements, and you're basically not feeding the other team kills, so it helps. But this one here is a bit further back. But in full disclosure, this match here, we were getting crushed, so it was easier to just sit back a bit. But you'll see as the match goes on that it, like this, see this is the lag issue I get a lot of the time too. Bugs, leg issues, situations like that just build your frustration to the point where you don't want to play, and that's part internet, part game. But I like, again for the 4th time, I do like to control engagements. I like picking lanes. If you're going to stay to the left side, stay to the left side unless you feel the right is becoming extremely crowded and your team can't handle it, then of course switch sides and give them a hand. But if you control one engagement on one side, then you're doing yourself and your team a favor, because that way you're lowering the odds of you getting killed, but you're also able to control one area and you aren't too concerned. Like I was addressing earlier, I hopped in the tank here because no one had taken it. Obviously I would have liked to have been engineer, because that way if I had taken repair, or if I had taken damage, I would have been able to repair myself and get myself in better positioning in situations. But I feel I'd be just as effective even if I wasn't running engineer, because this way I'm forced to be playing more patient because I'm not guaranteed that teammates will repair me. Being more patient, picking moments and battles, etc., playing less aggressive, and controlling the lanes, almost like you were playing as a sniper, just except to replace it with tons of metal in the form of a tank on protecting you. But of course it depends. This middle lane is obviously very aggressive, and almost every single video I post as I give advice not to do something, I go ahead and do it in the stock footage in the background. The middle lane here is obviously very difficult to control, especially if they gain access to the rooftops, because then your C4, RPG bait, etc. But on top of that, it's like there'll be a tank coming directly from the middle. The right side and left side will be flowing, so if you're in the middle here, it is a dangerous route if you're not completely aware of where the enemies are, because then it's like you can get boxed in from all sides, and then 2-3 RPGs are disabled, you're done, tanks down, and they get a nice push. But I was well aware just based on reading the minimap, etc., that I knew that they weren't pushing the middle. So I gambled a bit toward the middle and pushed. And it worked out because I was able to completely repel the front wave that was coming up, buying our team more time, and of course bleeding the ticket count toward pushing toward victory. But again, the hard part is managing that ebb and flow. Because you could probably play a lot more aggressive, get 2 good shots into them, armored, and then pop the protection bubble, I like to call it, because I've been on the Destiny kick, watching my buddies play as Titans. But you can do that, 2 shots in him, pop APS, pop him a couple more times, he's down, and you don't even have to give up your ground. But I tend to, like I was alluded to earlier, I tend to play less aggressive when I know I don't have the ability to repair, or when I don't have a teammate willing to repair. It's just the logical choice to keep yourself and your survivability, as well as doing yourself and your team a service by staying alive and controlling this area. And I think it was a perfect illustration, as eloquently shown in the video here, exactly how that went about. But again, don't immediately assume the middle is exactly where you should go if you've seen this footage from me, because it worked out this match because the team was doing a good job of holding them, and for whatever reason they just didn't want to push down this middle section where I'm staring with the tank, or our right or their left where I'm looking now. No one really wanted to push there. The games where they push equally across all 3 sides are the matches where you usually have a much more difficult problem quickly closing them out. But they didn't. They pushed left, I stuck to the middle, pushed them toward further in the left, and took care of the tank when it showed up. Switch your kits and use a vehicle when it's there. It'll help you and your team out. Have a good one.